Success, beauty, and perfection. Nana had it all. But what if perfection is just a mask hiding the cracks beneath? Today, Nana will discover the heavy price of looking flawless in a world where nothing is as it seems. This is her story, and it's one she never thought she'd have to tell. Her story begins now.
Nana was the brightest student at Victoria Noble Academy. Every morning, she would walk to school with determined steps, her mind solely focused on success. Admired for her beauty, she turned heads wherever she went, but for Nana, beauty was merely a distraction. She wanted to be known for her intellect, not her looks. However, that day, as she stepped through the school gates, the whispers felt different. The gazes of her peers held not just admiration, but something darker, a hint of suspicion. After class that day, Aisha approached her unexpectedly. "If I were as beautiful as you, I wouldn't bother studying so hard," she said with a sly grin. Nana was taken aback. "What do you mean?" she asked, confused. Aisha leaned in closer, her smile widening. "You could use your looks to get what you want," she whispered. The words echoed in Nana's mind. Should she be using her beauty to her advantage? Until now, she had never thought of it that way. But what if Aisha was right? That night, Aisha's suggestion weighed heavily on her. Beauty had always been just a part of who she was, but now it seemed like something more, something she could wield. The next morning, Nana stood in front of the mirror and made a bold decision. She would try something new. As she applied light makeup, her heart raced with both excitement and hesitation. When she stepped through the school gates, the difference was immediate. The stares were more intense, the whispers louder. In class, Nana decided to test Aisha's theory. When Mr. Thompson handed out a surprise quiz, she felt a pang of anxiety. She hadn't prepared, but Aisha's words echoed in her mind. As Mr. Thompson collected the papers, Nana smiled sweetly at him. "I hope I did well," she murmured softly. Mr. Thompson blushed slightly. "I'm sure you did fine, Nana. You always do," he replied. When the results came back, Nana was shocked. A perfect score despite her mistakes. Could Aisha really have been right? Over time, Nana started to rely on this new strategy more often. She studied less, confident that a smile or a kind word would be enough to maintain her top position. At first, it was a relief. She didn't have to stay up late studying anymore. But what she didn't notice was the shift in how her classmates saw her. The admiration they once held was replaced with jealousy and suspicion. Even Aisha, who had planted the seed of this idea, watched with a mixture of satisfaction and envy. One afternoon, Nana overheard two teachers talking. "Have you noticed how Nana's been acting lately?" one of them said. "She's using her looks. It's becoming a problem." The other teacher chuckled darkly. "Beauty can get you far. Maybe we should arrange a private meeting with her this weekend." Nana's heart sank. What had she gotten herself into? What she thought was an innocent experiment was now spiraling out of control. The next day, Nana tied her hair back into her usual two buns and went to school without makeup. She was ready to face the consequences of her actions, determined to return to her old ways of hard work and honesty. But as soon as she stepped into the schoolyard, she sensed something was wrong. Students gathered in groups, whispering and pointing at her. Aisha was the first to speak. Well, she said, her voice loud and mocking. "If it isn't our little teacher's pet, or should I say, the teacher's plaything." Nana felt as if she had been slapped. "That's not true," she cried, but her protests were drowned out by the whispers. The rumour had already spread like wildfire. Moments later, the school principal, Miss Agatha, appeared at the door. Her face was stern. "Nana, come with me to my office. As Nana followed her down the hallway, the stares of the other students burned into her back. In the principal's office, Miss Agatha's voice was cold. "Nana, I've heard some very disturbing rumours about you and your behaviour with the teachers. This is a serious accusation." Nana's heart pounded. "But it's not true," she pleaded. "Yes, I tried to use my looks to get better grades, but I never did anything more." Miss Agatha's expression remained hard. "Regardless of what's true, the damage has been done. Parents are threatening to withdraw their children. You've become a liability, Nana." The words hit her like a physical blow. Expelled. Her perfect record, her dreams of graduating at the top of her class, all gone in an instant. As she left the principal's office, her world crumbling around her, she spotted Aisha in the hallway, a triumphant smirk on her face. In that moment, Nana realised the full extent of her friend's betrayal. The next few days were a blur of tears and arguments. Her parents were devastated, unable to believe the rumours, but angry at her for trying to use her beauty for academic gain. "We raised you better than this," her father said, his voice thick with disappointment. Her mother was more pragmatic. "We need to find you a new school," she said. "You can't let this setback ruin your future." Eventually, Nana's parents managed to enroll her at Aisha High School, a public school far from the prestigious halls of Victoria Noble Academy. Standing at the gates of her new school on her first day, Nana felt like a completely different person. The confident top-of-her-class girl was gone, replaced by someone unsure of herself. But as she took a deep breath and stepped onto the school grounds, she made a silent vow to herself. This was her second chance, a chance to prove that she was more than just a pretty face. Little did Nana know, her journey at Aisha High School would bring its own challenges and revelations. This was only the beginning of her story. Thank you for joining Jum's journey and experiencing the power of acceptance and resilience with us. If you found her story inspiring, please like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Stay tuned for more captivating tales ahead. Until next time, farewell.